Hello and welcome. I am Ash Mannix. It is Saturday evening, and this is more of an impromptu stream that I kind of set up like 15 minutes ago, which is probably terrible for anyone that likes to, watch my streams and be prepared. But yes, right, crack dealer, welcome to the stream. Not being as boisterous as I usually am, I'm just going to be a little bit quieter because I've got my little kitty Jobby sleeping on my lap, which he doesn't usually do. But unfortunately, he got outside. I don't usually let him out that much. He got outside, it was pouring with rain, and when I got him back in, he was soaked. And he's been vomiting as well. Vomited his food back up. Don't know if that's partly because of him being all soaked and then licking himself and getting ill or whatnot. He had vomited earlier today, but that was like fireball. So just saying la 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 la, iRanger. God, that was so annoying. But yes, Jobby is sitting in my lap. He was sleeping and now he's awake because I'm talking. But let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna. Oh, as he decided to get off my lap. He's decided to go out the room. Okay. I know when I'm not wanted. God damn, can't sit in my lap for more than 10 seconds before he decides to leave. Anyway. What a day, what a day. How's your weekend going for you guys? What is this, Saturday evening? I just said this like 10 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. Barbie. Anyway, let us, right, we'll switch to this screen. Let us do a bit of a recap. So, in the last part of this playthrough, what happened? We got some more information about Kuon. We took a job on the platform, the offshore platform, which is still in place. We have gone onto the island where Rene was found in cold sleep after being missing for 5 years. The one that Kuon supposedly knew about. We found the cave on the island, which we have seen a couple of times. Went inside the cave this time. And then what we saw was that inside was the same as the cave that we stayed in the future. So, that was a bit of a bombshell, to be fair. Right, let's continue. Here we are. Wait a minute. Right, the other thing that what's her name? I can't remember her name. The woman that we're working for, the scientist lady who was a student for Natsumi. She said you can't go back in time, or these things are not for going back in time, these machines. They're only for going into cold sleep. So that was a bit of a bombshell as well. So the question we have to ask is, did we go back in time, or did we just go so far into the future that everything repeated itself? Anyway, let's continue. Rene and I were building a time machine in the future in order to save the world, to save Rene. I was wrong? What's going on exactly? What was true and what was fake? Momoka, that's her name. Those ruins at the bottom of the ocean, what age did he belong to?
そうですね。確かなことはわかりませんが、おそらくは。
Despite what she says, she sounds rather confident.
今からおよそ2万年ほど前だと推定されています。
20,000 years in the past. What is going on?
人類が文明を手にするよりもはるか昔、この星が雪に覆われていて、海面も今よりずっと低かった頃のことです。
And they had said that that happened because there was a nuclear winter, right? The Ice Age.
はい。一般的に氷河期といえば、マンモスが徘徊している印象がありますよね。
What is going on?
その頃の人類は、原始的な石槍のようなものでマンモスを飼っていたと言われています。ですが、氷河期の以前にも発達した文明があったのではないかという学説があります。長い氷河期により文明は失われ、生き残ったわずかな人間が私たちの祖先になったのではという。正直私も竜宮城をこの目で見るまでは半信半疑だったのですが、そう考えることで辻褄が合うことが多すぎるんです。なぜ遺跡が海底にあるのか、地下に広がる巨大な建造物をどうやって作ったのか、この島の伝承もコールドスリープマシンらしき記述が出てくることを考えると、当時の出来事を下敷きにしている可能性があります。
The legend? Yeah, that's right. Everything started with that legend, which turned my life into a roller coaster. You just said that the Setsuna and Rine in the legend were related by blood, didn't you?
ええ。だからこそ結ばれることは許されなかったと。
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Weren't we pretending to be Setsuna, the brother of Rine in the far future? How were they related exactly?
私の聞いた話では、
Momoko lets her gaze drift, appearing to dig deep into her memories. I already know the answer.
ああ、そうそう。兄弟だったかと。
How could you forget that? It's a pretty easy thing to remember if they're brother and sister or whatever.
私ね、お兄ちゃんがいたんだ。
Setsuna lived on the island as the older brother of Rine. The witch has been resurrected. It's Sarah Garland! Oh, shit. And he was banished from the island after making Sarah out to be a witch. But where did their original Setsuna and Rine story come from, or was there any?
この子の名前はリンネ。札なしなんかじゃないよ。
Oh. They said that Rina had died. The inhabitants of the island mistook Karen, who died from soup light syndrome, for Rina, the girl who was cursed by the witch.
もしもう一度私に出会えたら。
And in order to be reunited with her, Setsuna
もう一度好きになってあげて。
set out on a long, long journey. The legend isn't just a folktale. It describes the true events revolving around Setsuna and Rine. And that Setsuna was actually... it was... me? It was my own name. It was all about my own destiny. Once upon a time in this world, a man and a woman fell in love. The man's name was Setsuna. The woman's name was Rine. However, the two were destined to remain separated. Their love was not allowed to be. The man set out on a long, long journey, dreaming of the day he would be reunited with the woman. And in a distant, bright future, a world filled with light, the two met again. However, this isn't the end of the story. It's time to start the sequel now. Let's try and get to the end of this endless story.
なるほど。それが刹那さんが経験されたもう一つの世界、アイランドというわけですか。
You don't believe me?
さすがににわかには。
I told Momoka everything I know about the story of Setsuna and Rin. About that pure white world they lived in, where humankind was about to go extinct. Where people were struggling, fighting to survive. Where they fell in love with each other.
ですが、私も科学者の端くれです。根拠もなく否定するようなことはいたしません。2つのコールドスリープマシンに2人の古代人。刹那さんの説には納得できる部分もあります。以前発見されたコールドスリープマシンを解析したところ、連続稼働可能な時間は最大で約2万年であることが分かりました。遺跡が使われていた時代とピタリと一致します。
After Rina turned on the machine with me inside, she must have realized that it wasn't a time machine but a cold sleep machine. And then she built another one so she could join me in my long sleep. How would you guarantee that something wouldn't happen to you in 20,000 years? Because you're just in a cave. It's not like you're protected much. Hoping that we'd be able to share the same time once again. And that would be able to continue our story together. But there is evidence to the contrary. The reason I went to the island in the first place was to save the Rinne from this age. But if it wasn't the future that I travelled to, then who was I trying to save? And when I came to this world, I was overcome by a strange sense of nostalgia. I felt like I already knew her, though it should have been the first time we met.
その2つの疑問は根っこは同じですね。
Momoko gazes up at the distant sky as she answers.
2万年前の世界に巨大な地下シェルターが存在し、コールドスリープマシンの設計図があったということは、衰退してしまったとはいえ、一時は今よりもはるかに高度な文明が栄えていたと考えられます。
Their tech all looked like 90s tech. I don't know.
なら、その元になる、ちょうどこの時代くらいの文明だった時代もあったはずです。
Wait, do you mean?
この星はざっくり言って約2万年ごとに氷河期と間氷期を繰り返しています。今から4万年ほど前、気候も文明レベルも私たちの時代にそっくりな時代があったとは考えられないでしょうか。
But for the people to be born exactly the same. What? No. That's no. And you're saying that the island I went to was the future of that world?
その時のことをどの程度覚えておられますか？
Huh?
コールドスリープには使用前後の記憶が失われるという副作用があります。もちろんこれは5年間のコールドスリープについたリンネさんが記憶の一部を失っていることからの憶測に過ぎませんが。
That speculation is probably correct. When I woke up near the island, I couldn't immediately recall why I was there. It was the same when I came to this age. All I was left with was a strong sense of urgency, a sense of duty. I knew I had to save somebody. I only remembered about that after I met Rine and Rine.
アイランドの時代にもこの時代によく似た伝承が残っていたんですよね。ならその前にも悲劇的な結末を迎えた刹那とリンネの2人がいたのではないでしょうか。
Characters saying such BS. They're assuming that the world carries on in cycles, but everything is repeated because it would have had to be repeated perfectly, and that is just impossible. So the thing can't be that we started like 40,000 years ago. Hello, Dobrin Marinov. Sorry for being late. Welcome to the stream. It's no problem. Let's see. And then Setsuna set out for the future to try and save Rine.
ええ、そういうことになります。
So we've fucked over a whole bunch of Rines?
そして彼がたどり着いた時代では 以前の行動が伝承として残っており、伝承にあやかってリンネという名前の女の子がいて。
Why would his story be so important? So in this, what we're going to call the present right now, like, Rene ended up, you know, killing herself and stuff, and you know that sucked. Why would that become a massive legend 20,000 years into the future? Why? Why? What does that signify? There's Rene, who I met on the island, and Rene, who I met in this age. Was there another Rene from before? Wait a minute, wouldn't that be too much of a coincidence? Yeah.
なら運命なのではないでしょうか。
Scientist says what? Crack dealer said she did? Wait, what? A scientist shouldn't be making such baseless claims, yeah.
ではこんな言葉ではいかがですか。
Oka speaks in a soft but clear voice.
生まれ変わりという言葉では。
Reincarnation? Huh?
この島の伝承にも出てきますよね。生まれ変わり。
Setsuna, who's said to have gone to sleep encased in ice, actually existed. In that case, does Rine, who was supposed to have been given life in this world once again, exist as well?
この世界には私たちにはまだ解決できない問題がいくつも残されています。シュレーディンガーの猫における生と死が重なり合った状態とは現実世界ではどのような現象なのでしょうか。
I know they keep talking about this thought experiment about Schrodinger's cat, but I feel like it's a thought experiment. The cat's not actually both alive and dead at the same time. It's just to an observer they are. What is this? Crack dealer saying Schrodinger's cat Setsuna. Dr. Bardov says BRB.
アカシックレコードに触れたと主張する方々の証言は事実なのでしょうか。相対性理論によって示唆されるタキオンの存在は検証可能なのでしょうか。
What is this tachyon particle shit? It sounds like some Star Trek shit. Tachyon particles are hypothetical particles that are theorized to travel faster than the speed of light. Wait, what? They are considered hypothetical because according to the laws of physics, nothing can travel faster than light. If tachyons existed, they would violate the principles of causality and could potentially allow for time travel. According to Wikipedia and Fermila, according to Wikipedia, fuck off. Right, let's see Wikipedia directly. This would violate causality, leading to logical paradoxes such as the grandfather paradox. Temporal paradox is an apparent contradiction or logical contradiction associated with the idea of time travel, other from while the notion of time travel to the future complies with the current understanding of physics. Tachyons would exhibit the unusual property of increasing in speed as their energy decreases, and would require infinite energy to slow to the speed of light. No verifiable experimental evidence for the existence of such particles being found. In the 1967 paper that coined the term, Gerald Feinberg proposed that tachyon particles could be made from excitations of a quantum field with imaginary mass. Imaginary mass, what the fuck? However, it was soon realized that Feinberg's model did not in fact allow for superliminal faster than light particles or signals, and that tachyon fields merely give rise to instabilities, not causality violations. The term tachyon field refers to imaginary mass fields rather than to faster than light particles. What the fuck? Mass is an intrinsic property of body. It was traditionally believed to be related to the quantum quantity of matter body until discovered the atom part of imaginary mass. Man, what the fuck is this shit? Goddamn physics, right? Like classical physics gets you to a point, and then you go quantum physics, and it goes, see all that stuff you know about physics? Don't fucking throw that out the window. Fuck you, right? And let's come up with fucking mental shit. Oh my god. Dobrin Varnov is saying all according to plan. Hey, I got you all a question for Minecraft. What? Wait. Cracker said Schrodinger's incest. What the fuck?
人々が囚人のジレンマに陥らないような社会は実現可能なのでしょうか。
What was the prisoner's dilemma again? Something about lying or something.
竜宮城アイランドだって私たちには理解の及ばない事柄の一つです。かつて今以上の文明が発達していたとして、それでもあのような巨大な建造物を作ることができたとは私にはにわかには想像できません。
What are you talking about, gigantic structures? Don't we have a gigantic offshore platform right now off the island? What are you talking about? It's not like they built something the size of a fucking continent.
しかも現在世界各地で見つかりつつある海底遺跡もおそらくアイランドと同種のものだと思われます。
Right, so what we've discovered is that humanity had built a bunch of these like underground island places. I think it was a nuclear winter, wasn't it? They had
古代人は世界規模の、いえ、もしかしたらそれ以上の何者かの意志によって意図的に選別されたという可能性も否定しきれません。
intentionally selected. Didn't look like that. Just looked like whoever was able to get into these little islands. Selected.
一部の人間だけが選ばれ、アイランドという檻に閉じ込められ、強制的に文明をリセットされたんです。
I mean, why would they do that?
例えば、そうですね。近畿に触れようとした罰。
What are you talking about? Right, I can't. You had me right. I was with you with the. Right, maybe humanity decided to put a certain number of people into like these island places where you couldn't come out to force a reset of civilization. I'm like, okay. I don't know what type of psycho fucking organization would do that. Oh, Jobby's back. But by way of punishment for violating a taboo? What? Who would fucking give a shit about that? A taboo so great that it destroyed a civilization? Wait, we're gonna call it a taboo, but in reality it was just nuclear Armageddon? Maybe they had something that the people of that age weren't supposed to have. What? Oh, parts? What the fuck is this? Crackers, I remember how Setsuna was laminating all these things in the Never Island part. What did he laminate again? I can't remember. And what the fuck's O parts? I remember this being mentioned in the future.
そしてセツナさんはそんな何者かに対抗するために古代人がこの時代に送り込んだ死者。
What the fuck? What? What? No.
だったらロマンチックですよね。
Right, stop it. You're fucking confusing me now. Are you kidding me?
これくらいの妄想力がないと科学者を志したりしませんよ。
Wait, where did Jobby go? Damn it, when I lose track, I get worried.
それでセツナさんはこの時代で何をされるおつもりですか？
That's what it all boils down to. It doesn't matter to me how this world is constructed. I don't care what the world expects from me. I'm just an ordinary guy. Just ordinary men. And there's a limit to how much normal people can do. Let me think. Mario asked me the same thing the other day. Back then I couldn't think of anything to do. But now things are a little different. I'm going to bring the legend to a conclusion. I don't know what kind of ending it's going to be, but I remember the reason I came to the sage. And the wish she made when she sent me here.
もしもう一度私に出会えたら、もう一度好きになってあげて。
Hey Rine, I managed to meet you again. Though maybe you didn't want to see me. Maybe you didn't want to see your face if we did meet. Sorry, maybe you didn't want me to see your face if we did meet. But the truth remains that we met once more. And I did see your face, and that thing glimmering around your neck. There's something I need to tell you. What was the thing glimmering around her neck? I can't remember. Did he give her something? I missed the chance to say it that day. I'm going to stop running away. So you can stop running too. Please wait for me, Rene. Island. The stiflingly hot air seems to have suddenly disappeared, and I'm starting to get a little cold in my short sleeves. The summer is coming to a close. I look around the empty living room. We had a party here on a certain midsummer's day. Back then it felt as if summer would last forever. I thought I'd found something eternal. But the seasons keep on changing. Things that once existed for certain fade away and disappear. That's natural, because time flows in one direction, past into future. People are unable to resist the flow. But still, some things do get passed down through the changing times. I hear soft footsteps coming down the stairs. Those feet belong to...
やっと帰ってきてくれた。
Rene.
どこ行ってたのよ、こんな時間まで。
Just to the end of the world and back.
何それ、世界に果てなんてあるわけないじゃない。
She's right. The world is endless. I was just being childish, imagining otherwise. The world stretches out far beyond what the eye can see. I've only ever glimpsed a small part of it.
あのね、聞いてせつな。今日はカレンやサラちゃんとかき氷を食べに行ってきたの。カレンが調子に乗って鬼盛り頼んじゃって大変だったのよ。みんなで協力し合ってなんとか完食したの。
So she had the infamous, well, she wanted to have shaved ice for ages, right?
今日でかき氷終わりなんだって。夏の最後に素敵な思い出ができたわ。あなたも来ればよかったのに。
Sorry, I just had some unfinished business.
やり
there
残
you are,
したこ
Jobby.
と？
Rooney blinks a couple of times, a stupefied look on her face. Rooney was born and raised in this age. She doesn't know anything. Hey, Rooney, were you lonely without me?
バカじゃないの？言ったでしょ？カレンもサラちゃんもいたの。寂しいはずないでしょ？そうよ。寂しくなんて。
I see. In that case, it's probably for the best that she never knows. Knowing the truth would only hurt her. By the way, do you know where Kuon is?
お母さん？この時間なら自分の部屋だと思うけど。
I need to talk to her for a bit. I'll be back soon. I pass by Rini and head towards the stairs, but she calls out to be holding me back.
ねえ、せつな。
I can hear her voice from behind.
もしかしてあの話？
Oh yeah, did he promise to marry her or something? My heart seems to skip a beat. Does she know?
報告なんていいのよ。言ったでしょ？もう私から話してあるし。
Oh, I jumped to conclusions too soon.
別に急ぐ必要もないもの。時間はいくらだってあるもの。だからあなたは何もしなくていいの。今のままでいいの。ただここにいてくれれば、それだけで。
Jumping to conclusions? No, there's no way Rena doesn't know anything. She knows about the existence of the cold sleep machine. And she knows that it's no use trying to guess people's age based on appearances. And, most importantly, she's realised that I've changed. She's more aware of it than I am myself. You can see through anything where I'm concerned. Hey, Rene.
何？せつな。
In that case, lies would only hurt her. I love you. From the moment we first met, I knew that you are more important to me than anyone in the world.
私も。 生まれた瞬間からあなたのことが大好きだった。
She's always been with me, so close that I tend to take her for granted. Losing her would be scarier for me than anything in the world. I want to be family, your real family.
私もあなたの家族になりたい。
You're my irreplaceable treasure, and I'd do anything for you. You give me the courage for that. These feelings of mine will never change, no matter how much time may pass. And you're the one who gave meaning to my life.
分かってる。
Yeah, we're...
刹那。
Once upon a time in this world, a man and a woman fell in love.
ずっとあなたを探してたの。
The man's name was Setsuna,
私に命を運んでくれたあなたを。
and the woman's name was Rini.
ありがとう。会いに来てくれて。
However, the two were destined to remain separated. Their love was not allowed to be.
ありがとう。愛してくれて。
The man dreamed of the day he would see the woman
だ
again.
からね、刹那。
Yeah, I know. I'm the one who should be thanking you, Rine. Thanks for accepting me as your family. Thanks for loving me, worthless as I am. I won't hesitate anymore. There's only one thing I have to do. Just wait a moment, Rine. It won't take long. There's a reason why I've been alive all this time. And there's a reason why you were born. Our destiny has meaning. That's why I have to go and protect that destiny. I'm kind of confused. I don't know what he's going to do now. I stand in front of the closed door. I pause for a while and take a deep, deep breath. The world has gotten bigger. Many things are different from back in those days when we had to hide underground in a shelter closed off by the snow. But some things have stayed the same. She's never once given up on her battle, not even when the world was about to end. She's kept on trying to save the world for the sake of love. All in that small workshop. Can I come in? No response. But it was the same back then. There were no doors to separate us and no need for formalities. We were chasing a much grander dream. I place my hand on the doorknob. The door isn't locked. It opens with a little creak as soon as I turn the knob slightly. Almost like I'm being invited in. The room looks as if somebody turned a trash can upside down. It's filled with junk from who knows where, along with piles of difficult-looking books, countless notes in disarray, and an old computer. What kind of lifestyle could leave a room looking like this? Wait, I already know. There's no need for me to try and imagine it. This is the room of a person chasing after a single dream. He's always lived in a room like this, sleeping on the floor, not even using the bed. Right. She was always curled up into a ball just like this. She'd take short breaks huddled on the floor like this, drawing deep, regular breaths. And when she woke up, she'd resume her work. I'd grumble loudly while wandering the snowy plains, and she'd pout and groan over the blueprints, scratching her head. And when the sun set, it'd be time for dinner. We'd report our progress that day to each other while sharing whatever little food we had. The evenings were short. We couldn't waste any oil, so we'd turn off the light pretty early and go to sleep together under one blanket. Of course, it would take a while for sleep to arrive since we'd still be hungry, so we talked about the future. We talk about it endlessly. Hey Rini, if our dream comes true one day, if we manage to reach somewhere warmer, what do you want to do then? I want to live near the ocean, in a big house. I want to make lots of friends and raise a family. We talk about foolish little fancies like that for hours. Eventually one of us would get tired and fall asleep, and the other would follow shortly after. And when we woke up, we'd resume the flight to realize our dream again. The fight. I pick up one of the sheets from the pile of notes on the desk. Words and diagrams are packed together tightly on the one page. You've probably been drawing this from memory since some parts are missing. But I'm sure I've seen this before. It's the arc of hope, the fulfillment of her dreams. Her only means of attaining happiness. These are the blueprints from back then. Ah, the hell have I done? I led her on by telling her that the world would be saved if she completed the machine and that her dreams would come true. Even though I knew that she'd believe every single word I said, despite me not having any evidence, she was even willing to give up her life. However, no matter how much junk she pieced together, in the end it was still just junk. There's no way it could have made her dreams come true. You could even say that I crushed her dreams. And yet, the whole time while I was fast asleep, while I was preoccupied with my own happiness, unaware of anything else that was going on, she kept on believing in what I said to her that day. Rename.
言ったはずですよね。二度とふざけたことは口にしないでくださいと。
She's still wearing the collar. Ah.
人には誰しも決して踏み込まれたくない領域があります。
This is the first time we're seeing Kuon without the hood on.
もちろん私にも、そしてあなたにも。
Look at that fierce look in her face.
お引き取りください。ここにあなたの居場所はありません。
Her words pierce me like an ice cold blade, like she's tearing through me in a single blow.
聞こえませんでしたか？ここは私の居場所です。私が長年かけて築き上げた私だけの場所です。
You know what? And all of this makes sense as he described it, right? She lived in a cave, which is why she's taped up the windows. She doesn't like light coming in when she tries to sleep. Or in her... She sleeps on the floor, not in the bed. Everything is a mess because that's the kind of way it was when she was little.
今さらあなたに土足で踏み荒らされたくはありません。
When did she regain her memory? If she's the one who named her daughter Rene, she might have already remembered by the time she gave birth. Which would mean that over 20 years she's been... It's probably no use to ask you for forgiveness.
ええ、これ以上あなたと交わす言葉はありません。
Don't mention it ever again. Yeah, that's her answer. However, I was completely blind that day. Blind to the reasons I'm here and to what I have to do. I do have some things to say to you, not about the past, but about the future.
これから
That's right, the future.
一体何を語ることがあるというのでしょう。私は夢を叶えましたよ。誰にも頼ることなく、私自身の力で。幼かった頃の夢を何一つ取りこぼしなく。
Her dreams came true? That has to be a lie. Then what's this? I show her the sheet of paper I'm holding. Why are you still trying to build that machine? If your dreams have truly come true, why are you repeating what you did back then?
それは
You're still chasing after your dream even now.
何をおっしゃるかと思えばそんなこと。その設計図はあの子が眠っていた洞窟で発見されたものです。復元しようとしているのはただの暇つぶしに過ぎません。夢でも何でもありません。だって私の夢は。
Hey, why don't you stop lying to yourself already? There's no need to do that in front of me. Your dream is still the same as it was back then. Wasn't it like that from the moment we met?
別にお礼をしてほしくて助けたわけじゃないもん。それに自分の夢は自分で叶えるつもりだから。
Oh, how admirable of you. And what dreams would those be?
秘密。
I might be able to help, you know.
どうせ信じてくれないよ。
I believe you. Even if everyone else laughs at you, even if you try to deny it yourself, I'll believe in you with everything I am. Your dream is to save the world. You never ask anything for yourself, you simply keep on fighting for everyone else's sake.
幸せになれるよ。みんな、絶対。
She kept on fighting for the people close to her, even when the world was about to end.
もし、もう一度私に出会えたら、もう一度、好きになってあげて。
You'd never hesitate. You'd never give up. That's just who you are, Rene.
だったら何だというのですか。私は自分の夢は自分で叶えるつもりです。それとも手伝ってくれるというのですか、あなたが。あなたは何もしてくれなかったじゃないですか。
Truth?
あなたには何もできなかったじゃないですか。
Is it truth? That's right. All I ever did was talk. I was only getting in your way, and I couldn't be with you when you needed it the most. I dropped my gaze down to the document in my hand. It looks like she's rewritten it over and over. This old piece of paper is clearly the result of many years of trial and error.
それをお返しください。あなたには関係のないものです。
Yeah, this is yours. I hold it out for her to take. She's the one who's supposed to hold on to these. But you know, she was about to take it from you, but she pauses. This part isn't right. You can almost hear the creak of the wheel of destiny turning.
どこですか。
The wiring here, I remember this bit being connected.
でもそっちにつなげるとショートして。
It was like that in the original blueprints, wasn't it?
ではここはこの2つがどうしてもつながらなくて。
You're missing one of the parts. Remember, it was shaped like this. We pore over the blueprints, our faces close together, while we fill in the blanks. We connect all the separate fragments together one by one.
じゃあこっちは。
I will say this again, and I've said this from the start. Kuon is best girl, fucking eat it. Oh yeah, that part goes... Time had come to a standstill, but now it's starting to flow backward. Within the blink of an eye, a gap about 20 years has been filled in, and we've leaped 20,000 years through time. And now, we've arrived.
そっか、そうだったんだ。じゃあここはこうなってあっちは。あ、最初から書き直さないと。せつな、紙持ってきて。新しい紙。
Huh?
どうしたの？せつな。
Oh, sure. Will this do?
ありがとう。
Jeez, you're so full of yourself.
だってずっと困ってたんだもん、私。やっぱりすごいよ、せつなは。一瞬で解決しちゃうなんて。
I'm not amazing or anything. I just remember there's no way I'd forget about those times when every day was as exciting as the next.
ランランララン、アイランちゃん、戦え、愛を守るため。
And that is how Crack Dealers. That was Crack Dealers, like one of their first comments. Jeez. With a pen in hand, Rene faces the blank paper. Bit by bit, a new blueprint takes shape on its surface. But hey, Rine.
何せつな。
I catch a glimpse of Rine's silver collar when she looks up from the blueprint. What are you planning to do in the future?
これから
These blueprints are for a time machine which only travels from the past into the future. But that's not what what we wanted. The dream we were chasing after back then.
大丈夫。そこはバッチリだよ。
Huh?
せつな、言ってたよね。時空心が起きると時間は巻き戻るって。
Yeah, we talked about that one day. When an object moves at high velocity, time will slow down for that object. When it reaches the speed of light, time will come to a standstill, and when it surpasses the speed of light, time will flow backward. A chronoquake could make that possible. And if you manage to escape its effect yourself, you can effectively travel to the past.
私ね、時空心は起きてると思うんだ。今この瞬間にもね。
But it's impossible for anybody to observe a chronoquake if it turns back time for the entire universe. In that case, it's nothing but a pipe dream.
あれからいろいろ調べたの。時間について。時間はね、振動なの。
What?
そして振動はね、温度なの。
Thermal?
マイナス273.15度。つまり絶対0度になると原子の振動は完全に止まる。でもそれは古典力学上の話。
Oh shit, we're going into quantum mechanics, guys.
量子論では原子の振動を止めることは不可能なの。
Oh.
限りなく絶対0度に近づけることはできても、原子は不確定性原理のせいでわずかに振動してる。これが0点振動。
Zero point motion?
もし0点振動まで止まっちゃったら、原子核と電子が衝突してこの宇宙から消滅するって言われてる。
Oh shit.
つまり一種の追消滅だね。そしてその逆が追生成。この宇宙は追生成で生まれたんじゃないかって言われてる。
Pair production?
でも追消滅しちゃった物体は本当はどこに消えたのかな。追生成で生まれたっていうこの宇宙は本当はどこから来たのかな。
Do you mean?
そう、追消滅と追生成は過去へのタイムトラベルなんじゃないかな。原子が完全に静止するってことは時空心の影響も受けないってことだから、現在から消えて過去に突き進むの。
Interesting. I mean, it's probably BS in terms of like actual science, but it's a good theory in the context of this game.
その言い方はちょっと違うかな。
Okay.
時空心によって宇宙そのものの時間が巻き戻ってるから、結果的に過去に進んでいくように見えるの。そして始まりの場所で追生成によって出現する。そうやってこの宇宙は生まれたの。
So she's saying that the universe itself was created by time travel? What?
でね、ここからが大事な話。もし原子の0点振動を完全に抑制することができれば、もし確率でしか定義できない量子の振動を完全に予測して、それを相殺する振動を与えることができれば、時空心の影響を受けずに済む。
Is that the kind of time machine we're after?
それがこれ。
Rooney points her finger at the blueprints in question. Huh? But that's...
ただね、まだ完全には時空心の影響を排除できないみたいなの。今はまだ限りなく絶対0度に近い超低温状態を維持するだけ。
So Rene, the machine we were building...
そう、コールドスリープマシンじゃなかったの。設計図がまだ未完成なだけだったの。
We were building a time machine that entire time? To save the world and all the people who are left behind by the past.
これからどうするだったっけ。そんなの決まってるよ。あのね、刹那、私はね。
私は諦めません。絶対に完成させます。タイムマシンを。
Even if it'll take you years?
何十年かかっても、おばあちゃんになってもです。
Even if it takes hundreds of years?
何千年かかっても、何万年かかっても。
Oh, Rene.
生まれ変わってでも作り続けます。
You really are Rene through and through. I see. In that case, I can finally tell her what I didn't get to say that day. Up until today, I've dragged so many people into misfortune, I couldn't make any of them happy. But let me stick with you until the very end. I haven't tried changing the past yet. I think it's worth a try. It's a cause worth risking my life for. It's worth sacrificing everything I have, saving the world. Yeah, that's been our one and only dream this entire time. Island!
おお、見事に晴れたな。昨日の嵐が嘘みてえだ。
当然です。ガランドー家が総出を挙げててるてる坊主を作ったんですから。
天候まで操っちまうのかよ、お前んちは。
1体につき1050円で大好評販売中です。お姉ちゃんも試験の日にはぜひ。
もう完全に新興宗教だな。
うちは由緒正しき神道ですが。
Late September 1999. The sun's still blazing strong as it does in summer, but the dry winds are announcing the arrival of fall. The two girls in front of me haven't changed a bit. No, it would be rude to say that they hadn't changed at all. Garen is totally looking like an aspiring college student now, and Sarah is working hard every day to promote the shrine. I can't keep on standing still forever either. You didn't have to go out of your way to see me off.
うるせえな。わざわざ勉強切り上げてきてやったんだから文句言うんじゃねえよ。
そもそも見送りではありません。てるてる坊主代の請求に来ただけです。
Wait, you bought one? How did they find out that I'd be leaving? Well, I did slip up and tell the policeman about it yesterday, but I still can't believe how quickly rumors spread here. The terrors of life in the countryside, I guess.
しかし、あの刹那が大学の技術職員になっちまうとはな。
Wait, what?
まったくです。まさかあの刹那さんが。
Hey, aren't you being a little cruel? What do you mean that Setsuna?
全裸で島を徘徊してた刹那。
未来から来たと豪語されていた刹那さん。
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I might have done some things like that. Wait, am I really that awkward a dude? Yes. Okay, I'll just have to go back to the past to make sure those things never happen.
前言撤回。今もあんま変わんねえな、あんた。
やはり刹那さんは刹那さんでした。
Hmm.
で、いつ帰ってくるんだ？正月くらいはこっちで過ごすんだろ？
I don't know the exact schedule just yet.
まさかこのまま戻られないなんてことは。
No, I'll definitely be back. It won't take long.
情けないことを力強く断言しないでください。
That's odd. I thought it sounded pretty cool.
決まってねえから。つうか、もういいからとっとと行けよ、バカ。
Takes one to know one.
受験生に向かってバカって言うんじゃねえ。気にしてんだから。
Damn. Hey, stop kicking me. I'm gonna fall.
だから演技でもねえこと言うな。
Oh, damn. Hey, I'm seriously gonna fall into the ocean.
ところで、リ
Sarah glances around.
ンネさんはどちらに？
Well, I suppose they'd have to eventually. Right now she's...
ははん。またくだらねえ理由で喧嘩でもしてんだろ。
No, not really, but... how to explain?
まさかとは思いますが、女絡みですか？
おいおいサラ、この男にんな解消あるわけねえだろ。
ですが妙だとは思いませんか？あの刹那さんが本土であっさり働き口を見つけるなんて。
そういやそうだな。私だって苦労してんのに、一体どんなコネを使って。
They got a point there.
あまり詮索しないであげていただけますか、お二人とも。
Oh, looks like my lifeboat is here. I'm saved.
桃か。
やはりあなたの仕業でしたか、山吹先生。
おい桃か、あんたこいつとどういう関係なんだよ。
私と刹那さんですか？そうですね、言ってみれば彼は私の大切な大切なモルモットです。
Sure, sure, that's all I am at the end of the day.
サラさん、昨日は遺跡調査の安全祈願ありがとうございました。
There, Jobby! Jobby's disturbing me again. You little kitty cat.
いえ、私のような若輩者が代役で申し訳ありません。どうしても母の都合がつかなかったもので。
またまたご謙遜を。神が降りてきたかのような美しい舞でしたよ。
ありがとうございます。
おかげさまでみんなのモチベーションも高まりました。私のテンションもうなぎ登りです。
Hmm. Yesterday, Mario was at our place playing Supercart, you know. Before she left, she said that she'd have to play that bald geezer sometime. Or with that bald geezer sometime. Oh, Hello, Jobby. The mayor.
おお、来た来た。昼間からうちで親父と飲んだくれてたな。
All my days. Seems to get on with the mayor. What the fuck? Oh, Jobby, careful. No. No, Jobby. Jobby, what are you doing?
お子さん思いの素敵なお母さんですね。
Yeah, that's how you describe it. Okay. Oh, shit. I wonder about that.
カレンさんは勉強の方は順調ですか？
まあな。こないだの模試、なんとか C 判定が取れたぞ。
A C?
C、すごいじゃないですか。うちの理工学部結構偏差値高いのに。
桃香が勉強見てくれてるおかげだよ。いつも悪いな。こないだなんて泊まり込みになっちまったしさ。
お気遣いは結構ですよ。だって下心がありますから。
I mean, she was in love with your mom.
そういうとこがなけりゃもっといいんだけどな。
Yeah.
確か今年の試験問題はうちの教授が担当するという話でしたので、それとなく聞き出してみましょうか。
Jobby, what are you doing?
いいよいいよ。
Oh
自
shit,
力で
Jobby.
なんとかするから。
Oh, Karen wanted to do it the honest way. Well done. Will she really be okay with a tutor like that? I don't know. Jobby, don't go after the freaking microphone. Jobby, no. Jobby, no. You're causing issue with the microphone, Jobby. Why are you hungry? Well, no, actually, you can vomiting. Ah, you bastard! You bit my finger! Damn it. This is because you vomited a bunch of food. Now you're hungry, aren't you? Still don't feel right giving you food. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. I'll give you some food. Oh, why are you after my hand? Why does my hand look like food to you? Jobby, come on. Jobby, what are you doing? Oh, Jobby. I'm glad you've got a bit of energy in you now. God, I don't know what this is doing to the microphone though. No, don't go after the microphone. Oh God, Jobby. Jobby! Shit. Oh, that's gonna be terrible. Though it's all thanks to Momoko that I'm able to leave the island with no worries, so I should be grateful, I guess. So, Momoka, you said you arranged a ship?
お任せください。信頼できる方にお願いしてあります。い
I know of only one man. Thanks for everything you've done.
えいえ、せつなさんのためならこれくらい。
本当に行っちまうのか、せつな。
Huh? What's wrong? Gotta miss me.
ねえよ。ただずりーなって思っただけだ。
Unfair.
私もわかります、その気持ち。ある日唐突に島にやってきたかと思ったら唐突に去っていくなんて、まるで渡り鳥のような人です、せつなさんは。
それってさ、なんかすげえ自由じゃねえか。
The ultimate kind of freedom. The fuck? It's just a coincidence I ended up like this. There's nothing to be jealous of. And you two have your own ways of life, don't you? The girls both nod, silent and firm. In that case, there's nothing left for me to do on this island. I'm sure they'll usher in a brilliant future.
待たせたな、ジョーちゃん。いつでも行けるぜ。
Captain! The captain hauls at us from the open sea over the sound of the diesel engine.
それでは参りましょうか、せつなさん。
It seems like it's time to depart. Anyway, Karen, Sarah. See you. I won't say goodbye. We're only temporarily parting ways after all.
たまには戻ってきてくださいね、せつなさん。
So, he's becoming an engineer, I'm assuming to help Kuon, right? Why is Kuon not here to see us off? Oh, Jobby, don't attack the lamp. I'm glad he's moving about and a bit more cheery now. Oh no, he's gonna attack the TV. Yeah, I will.
今度こそみんなで一緒にかき氷食おうぜ。
Of course. That's exactly why I have to go now. In order to create a world in which nobody has to be sad. There'll be no suffering anymore. Just laughter. I feel like that's a bit naive, but still.
ジョーちゃん、本当にこっちでいいのか。
ええ、このまままっすぐお願いします。
Wait, where's she taking us? Having dropped by the offshore platform on our way, 1 hour later we're riding atop the waves again. The ocean is calm today and the air is clear. I can still see the island where I left those girls behind.
名残惜しいですか？
Huh?
ずっと島の方を見ておられたので。
Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't.
せつなさんにはあの島で生きるという道もあるのですよ。
Yeah, I'm planning to, eventually, in my own way. This is just part of the process. I don't intend to lose sight of my final destination.
タイムマシンの完成を待つためにコールドスリープに着くですか。
Sorry for dragging you into this. Wait, what is he doing? He's going to wait until a time machine is made. Kuon is still on the island now, working on her time machine. So when she finishes it, she'll need somebody to use it. Building the time machine isn't Kuon's final goal, nor mine. Our goal is to use it to save the world.
おそらくそんなに近い未来の話ではありませんよ。
Yeah, I figured so, but I'm used to long trips.
タイムマシンの開発自体が頓挫しているという可能性もあります。
But she'll never give up. I trust her, that's why I'm going to the future. So could you please tell her somehow, like we originally planned? And Rine too.
本当にあなたからは何も告げなくていいのですか？
Has he not said anything to them? There's no way that they'd agreed with it. Bloody hell, it's my fault that the officer let it slip to some people. I was originally planning to set off without anybody's knowledge. I mean, I'm not a very good liar, so if I tried to come up with an excuse, they'd notice right away.
せつなさんがそれでいいのでしたら、ただ正直いつまでごまかし続けられるかは。
The problem is if you go to the deep sleep machine, where are we going actually? Is it on the island? That's okay, as long as you can keep it up for a short while. Just until I get back. Wait, what is he...
そういえばお聞きしていませんでしたね。
Momika smooths down her wind-tousled hair.
せつなさんはタイムマシンを手に入れてどうされるつもりですか？
Come to think of it, I never did mention it to her. I thought it was so obvious that there was no need to state it. I'm going to travel back to the past and save the world. I already know which point in time I'll return to, the beginning of my journey before I went to the island. To be honest, I barely remember anything from that time. But there, I should find whatever led me to set on my journey into the future in the first place. He went to it was from the distant past? What? The real cause of why I ended up bringing misfortune into this world. If I go back to that point, I can correct my mistakes. And then I can also save the world.
歴史の書き換え、何が起きるかは誰にも分かりません。因果律が崩壊し、世界そのものが消滅してしまうかもしれません。あるいは新たに平行世界が誕生し、この世界は今のまま存続していくのかもしれません。いえ、何者かの意志によって結局は同じ歴史に収束させられる可能性だってあります。
In that case, wouldn't everything I'm doing turn out to be in vain? No, that can't be.
考えただけでもワクワクしますね。
Right? Me too. It's not right giving up on something before you've even tried it. It's not right being afraid of something because you've never done it. Anyone is capable of it, diving headfirst into a world they've never seen before.
なんなら私が代わりに行きたいくらいですよ。
What?
歴史を書き換えに。
Is that why you're trying so hard to talk me out of it?
当たり前じゃないですか。どうしてせつなさんなんでしょう。
Well, it's probably my destiny. Of course, it was an option for me to keep on living in this world, which we did actually technically take. But I rejected the option by living my life the way I did. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself or let myself wallow in happiness while there's still things left for me to do. You're right, I don't know what will happen once I complete my mission. But I'm thinking of coming back here. Oh, okay, that's what he's talking about. He's gonna like go into the future, find a time machine, do some shit, and then come back to this time. No matter what obstacles stand in my way. Even if the journey turns out to be a much longer one than the one I went through while trying to get the time machine. To tell you the truth, I wasn't planning to come back at first. I'm the one who brought misfortune upon the world. That's why I thought that saving the world was the only thing I should be doing. I didn't have the right to be happy myself. But Guan was kind enough to rely on me, and Rina acknowledged me as her family, worthless as I am. That's all they did, but still, they accepted me. Those little things definitely made me happy. I finally found some real happiness in the course of my long, long journey. I'll just have to grab hold of it once I've finished my mission. After I've saved the world, I'll be happy. I'll definitely be back, so you don't have to worry.
過去を書き換え、それでもここに戻ってくるですか。まさにタイムパラドックスですね。
Yeah, because you'd be existing in that like deep sleep machine and back here in the past. I'll overcome whatever contradictions get in my way. If the world splits up into multiple parallel worlds, I'll travel across the multiverse to return to this one. And if the world collapses, I'll go and pummel some sense into the gods so that they'll recreate it. Mate, what the fuck? There are plenty of options I haven't tried yet.
わかりました。その時をお待ちしております。
Though the world may not be the same when that time comes, I'll do my best. But I apologize in advance in case I mess up.
では、今よりほんの少しだけ幸せな世界になっていることを期待していますね。
Yeah, you can trust me.
できればあの島に可愛い女の子が増えていると嬉しいです。個人的に。
Please don't expect anything like that. Besides, what's she planning to do with all those girls? Aren't there enough already?
そんなに先の話をしても始まりませんね。まずはタイムマシンを手に入れることを考えませんと。
Yeah, I know. Kuon is never going to give up, but whether or not she'll manage to complete the time machine is a different matter entirely. Maybe there are some holes in her theory and time travel is actually impossible. And even if she does complete it, it might be kept at a heavily guarded laboratory where someone like me would never get the chance to use it. A law forbidding time travel might be enacted and I might have to make a ridiculously expensive deal on the black market. There are so many uncertainties, so many possibilities. But that's only natural. Nobody has seen what the world would look like in the future after all. It's not like me to lose my wits because of something like that. If something happens, I'll think it through then and there and deal with it.
ジョーちゃん兄ちゃん見えてきたぜ
At the captain's call, we look beyond the bow of the ship and see the silhouette of a small island floating on the horizon. A quiet sanctuary, the perfect place to wait secretly for the future to come. And the place I've chosen as the starting point of my final journey, Ryujima. I don't think this is well thought out, because if the other scientists know about this island. It's too heavy. Let me take a break. After having managed to unload the cold sleep machine from the ship, I wearily sit down on top of it.
貴重な世紀の大発明になんてことを
Tell me again, who is it that snuck this greatest discovery of the century out of the base?
盗んだわけではありません。私はですね、科学的検証のために必要不可欠な実動試験を極秘裏に。
Uh-huh. In other words, you did it without permission, right?
細かいことを気にしてはいけません。頭の固い教授たちに任せておいたらちっとも進展しないんですから。
Is this really okay? Well, she did tell me that the professors weren't planning to publicize the existence of the device in the first place.
んじゃ俺は一旦島に戻ってるぜあんま家開けてちゃすずにどやされちまうからな
ありがとうございました金城さん
Momika yells towards the ship, which is turning back to the open sea. What, she's going to be stuck here with us?
どうか今日のことは島の方々にはご内密に
安心しなジョーちゃん俺は海の男だぜ他の出来事には興味ねえさ
Okay. Wow, the captain's manly voice always gives me the shivers. Captain, could you tell Suzu-chan that I'm going on a trip?
おうよそういや鈴からも兄ちゃんにことづてがあったのを忘れてたぜ人違いのお詫び受け取ってだとよ
Who's Suzu-chan? Who's Suzu-chan? It's not Karen. Can't be Sarah. Who are we talking about? Apologize. Before I can ask for clarification, the captain revs the engine and the ship disappears off over the ocean.
すずちゃんとは
The captain's daughter. She's been acting strangely friendly towards me lately, so I've been hanging out with her once in a while. Wait a minute. What? The captain had a daughter? She's a really funny girl. The first time we met, she seemed to have mistaken me for someone else and nearly kidnapped me on her jet. Oh shit! Oh yeah!
まさかあの島にまだ私の知らない女の子がいたとは
Hey, at least keep your hands off the innocent middle school girls.
そんな痛いけな中学生に懐かれるなんて
Momika stops mid-sentence and blinks a couple of times. What's wrong?
刹那さん後ろ
Uh-oh. I turn around, following Momika's gaze.
やっと気づいたのね。相変わらず鈍いんだから。
Oh shit. What are you doing here?
あら、ご挨拶ね。ずっと待ってたのよ。あなたが今日ここに来るって聞いてね。
Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't even know how's he gonna handle this. Who told her?
それよりリンネさん一体どうやってここに
Right, this is an uninhabited island. It isn't even on the map. Even the locals aren't able to find the place without Momika's guidance.
まさかすずちゃんですか
さすがにももかさんは鋭いわね。刹那とは大違い。
What?
なるほどでは今さら隠し立てをしても無駄ということですね
The two of them seem deep in conversation already. I have no idea what they're talking about though. Hey Rine, I know why she came here. She's here to stop me. Using a time machine to save the world is Kuon's dream, not hers. She's just a victim of our foolish dreams. But I still... Listen Rine, there's something I still have to do.
あら、これが例の コールドスリープマシン？案外武骨なのね。
いえいえ、中は精緻な機械がぎっしり詰め込まれていて、さながら芸術品ですよ。
開いた。私変なところ触っちゃった。
Wait. Listen.
何よ刹那、急に大声出して。
Just listen. I'm going to.
知ってるわよ。これに乗って未来に行くんでしょ。
Huh? You're not going to stop me?
だってそれがあなたとお母さんの夢なんでしょ。だったら私が反対するわけないじゃない。
She says it like it's nothing and shifts her gaze towards the ocean, towards the place she was born.
私ね、これまでお母さんにたくさん迷惑をかけてきたの。私全然いい子じゃなかったから。私普通の子よりずっと手のかかる子だったから。
That's not true. Kuon even said that she felt like she didn't deserve a daughter as good as Rine. She called Rine her treasure.
お母さんはね、そんな私にたくさんのものを分けてくれたの。名前も手にするはずだった幸せも、自分が空っぽになるまで全部私にくれたの。
That's Ohara Kuon, the perfect mother who showered her child with more love and affection than anyone else could.
だから私ね、お母さんの中に今も自分の夢が残ってたことが嬉しいの。そしてあなたがその夢を叶えようとしてくれたこともね、世界を救う。できるわよ、あなたたちなら。私を幸せでいっぱいにしてくれたお母さんと、そのことに気づかせてくれたあなたなら。
Wait, Rine, did you come here just to...
そう、それを伝えに来たの。これから長い長い旅に出るあなたにね。
That moment, something inside me breaks, and something I've been trying to keep bottled up inside suddenly starts gushing out. To tell you the truth, why now, at the last moment? I really am a sorry excuse of a man, aren't I? But I can't stop the words from flowing out. I was really anxious about this. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. I was just bluffing when I said I'd dive straight in. I don't know what's going to happen, or if I'll ever be able to return here. I may not be able to find a time machine, or I might not even reach the future. It's scarier than anything, jumping into a future that no one has ever seen before. Is it really okay for me to leave this age? It's harder than anything, leaving a place where I was living comfortably. Can I really leave you to your own devices? It hurts more than anything, leaving your loved ones behind. All I feel is fear, pain, and loneliness. There's something pushing me
絶
forward.
対大丈夫よ。だってあなたは刹那だもの。
Oh, Rini, it's you.
そう、あなたは刹那。はるか昔、愛する人のために未来に旅立った人。世界中の誰よりも勇敢な人。私の子供の頃からの憧れの人。
I couldn't be by her side when she needed it. I wasn't able to fulfill any of my responsibilities. But
あなたは今も私の中の刹那のままでいてくれた。だから今は私の自慢の人。
did she pay attention to the story of my adventures? Are her memories of me still alive inside her?
胸を張って生きなさい。そしてあなたの物語に決着をつけてきなさい。私はここで待っててあげるから。
I'm sorry, Rini.
全然。だって待つのは得意だもの。
Thanks. At times I've regretted the fact that I ever met her. Sometimes I wonder how happy I would have been just living here with her in complete ignorance. But now I can say with confidence that I'm glad I met her.
お母さんのことなら大丈夫よ。私に任せて。だってこれまでたくさん迷惑かけてきたんだもの。これか。
Oh, I see. She's truly worthy of being called a treasure. She's Kuon's treasure, and mine too.
でもまあ、お母さんには私の助けなんて必要ないかもね。今日も忙しそうに部屋に引きこもってたし。見送りくらい来ればいいのに。ほんと、マイペースなんだから。
It's okay. That's just how she is. She doesn't have time to stand still or look back or feel sorry about parting ways with people. Right now she's working on an important job, one that will save the world. Rini, can I ask you to do one more thing for me? I rummage through my pocket and take out that disc in its square case. I want you to give the CD to her. It's the only thing I brought with me into this age, after carrying it across time. It contains the blueprints for a time machine. I asked a policeman to give it back to me yesterday. The radio cassette player at the police station couldn't play it properly. But I'm fairly sure that a computer can read it.
あなたから渡さなくていいの？
I was planning to ask Momoko at first, but I'm sure Kuon will be happier receiving it from you.
わかった。必ず届けるわ。
Rini takes the CD from me and nods firmly. What Rini really needed wasn't Setsuna himself, but the story of his adventures. Similarly, what Kuon really needs is the CD. I'll have to leave it behind for her in this age. That'll be good enough. As for me, I have my own job to carry out. Alright, I'll be going now. If I don't hurry, Momoka's going to get inside the machine herself before I can.
何をおっしゃるんですか、せつなさん。私はそこまで空気の読めない人間ではありませんよ。
Then why are you already lying down inside?
内部も壊れてはいないようですね。まあ、つい数ヶ月前まで稼働していたのですから、当然といえば当然ですね。
ねえ、これどれくらい先の未来まで行けるの？
ひとまずタイマーの最大値は2万年となっていますね。
2万年？私の5年なんてほんの一瞬だったのね。
尺度の問題に過ぎませんよ。2万年だってこの宇宙の時間から見れば一瞬です。
もし2万年経ってもタイムマシンが完成してなかったら？
その時は再びコールドスリープにつくという算段です。この装置が使われたのはセツナさんがアイランドに行った時とリンネさんがこの時代に来た時。
それと私が海で遭難した時ね。
計3回、単純計算で4万と5年の稼働実績があると推測されます。
Bloody hell.
それで電池の消費が1割弱ですから、理屈の上では最低でもその9倍、36万年先まで行けることになります。
306. Fuck it now. No, it should be more than that. Rene was charging her own machine using the battery of this one. Taking that into consideration, I reckon that this one should be able to stay in operation for another 500,000 years.
この星に人類が誕生したのが今から約20万年ほど前だと言われています。この装置を使えば人類の歴史をはるかにしのぐほどの時間を旅することができるんです。
Rene's unfocused gaze suddenly swings back to me, and she stares at my face.
しばらく会えそうにないわね。
I mean, it looks like we won't see each other for multiple lifetimes. Don't worry, it'll pass in the blink of an eye. Time isn't something that can be measured with absolute values. It's possible for your life to take a complete turn within just a couple of days. It's also possible to suddenly realize one moment what your purpose in life is. It doesn't matter how long a moment lasts, what really matters is what you think, what you learn. I learned about the existence of my dear family, and that I'll do anything to fulfill their wishes. I'll become anything if it allows their dreams to come true. That's my way of life. And not just for now. I'll carry on this way until the moment my life comes to an end. You should take care of your mum. And take care of yourself too. Alright? See you later, Rene.
またね、せつな。
I get into the machine and lie down. The sensation of cold metal against my back feels incredibly familiar. Momoka, will you start it?
最後に確認させてください。この時代でやり残したことは？
I close my eyes and remember the faces of the people I've met on the island, one by one. I've met so many people in such a short amount of time. Each and every one of them has their own worries, large or small, but in the end they all smiled. No, I've done everything I wanted to do here. There's nothing left for me to do on this island. But in the future there will be.
それでは、いってらっしゃいませ、せつなさん。ご武運を。
The hatch starts closing with a shrill sound. The door to the future is opening for me.
せつな。
I hear a voice. It's calling my name.
もし未来の世界で私の生まれ変わりと出会ったら、また好きになってくれる？
The future. A world which nobody has ever seen spreads out before me. But one thing is certain. Of course, no matter how many times you're reborn, Rene, I love you more than anyone in the world. The hatch closes and a sweet scent wafts over the tip of my nose. The moment the aroma reaches my nostrils, I lose all my senses and my consciousness starts fading. I'm sinking into the depths, to the bottom of the ocean. Keep yourself together, Sanzenkai Setsuna. Full sleep has a side effect. It erases your memories. But I can't afford to lose them yet again. I finally found out what my mission is. I realise what I truly need to protect. I can't allow that to be taken from me again. The sweet scent is overpowering my memories. It's trying to take them away. But there's a way to resist its effect. When I came to this age, I regained my memories of the past. There was no logical reason for it, really. Everything just sprang to mind again when I saw Rene's face. I'm sure I can do it again. The moment my conscience is about to slip away, I spot something. Some scribbles are carved in the inside of the hatch. Setsuna, Rine. Those two names are lined up neatly below a little umbrella. It's unmistakably Rine's handwriting. I've never seen this before, so it must be from that time. She must have carved it just before she went into cold sleep on the island. The words I couldn't convey to her that day. My true feelings, which I had no choice but to suppress. I reach out my hand. The strength is fading from my arm, but I manage to lift it anyway. Hey Rine, was it the right choice for me to leave that island? Was it really your wish, your dream to save the world? I see. I'm sure you didn't even know the answer yourself. We were young and ignorant when we swore to each other that we'd save the world on that desolate snowy plain. From that day until this one, we've just desperately kept on doing whatever we could. We brought misfortune upon the people we've met, brought ruin upon the world, but still we kept on moving forward. What does it even mean to save the world? Wasn't your real dream something much smaller? Something far more mundane? Something like the doodle of an innocent child? Rinne. I reach out with all the strength I have left, but it's so heavy like I'm underwater. Then my fingertips touch the hatch. They touch the secret of this world. Setsuna Rine, Setsuna Rine, Setsuna Rine, Setsuna Rine. Innumerable names are scribbled there, one on top of another. Some are spelled slightly different and some are written in unfamiliar scripts, but all of them seem to represent the name Setsuna Rine. It wasn't just one time. Rine used the machine more than once on the island. It wasn't just twice. That Setsuna tried to travel to the future in this machine. The same processes are been repeating itself over and over. How many times has Setsuna lost Rine and set out into the future in search of a time machine? How many times did Setsuna and Rine destroy the island before going into cold sleep? How many times has this tragedy repeated itself? How many Rines have sacrificed their lives before now? For how long has the same thing been going on? The same thing? I see. That explains why. That's why I was able to regain my memories in this age. They've been ingrained in me through repeating the same actions over and over. That's why my memories came back. That's why I was able to save the Rine of this age, because I lost so many of them over the years. That the pain of loss has been etched into my body. That's why I succeeded this time. Many people have supported me on my journey so far, but Rine and Rine are the ones who have supported me the most. In one age I ended up taking Rine's life, and in another age I destroyed Rine's dreams. That's how I was able to continue my journey. It was the only way for me to keep going. Just couldn't come to a standstill. If I had, the terrible sacrifices of all the Rine and Rines up until now would have been wasted. All I could do was to keep moving forward, even though I knew I was contradicting myself, since there would only be more victims every time. But this time was different. I was able to save the Rine of this age, only her. After sacrificing countless girls, I was finally able to save just one. I won't allow any more Rine or Rines to sacrifice themselves. I won't allow this tragedy to repeat itself again. That's right, you'll be the last one to have sacrificed yourself for my sake, Rine. So, can you wait for just a little longer? When I've finished everything I have to do, when I've saved all the past Rine and Rines, I'll definitely come and see you again. At the very last, I'll come and save you. Hey Rine, when that time comes, why don't we start over from the beginning? The beginning of our true story. One second. What's this background image?
聞こえる鼓動覚えてる約束いつも笑ってたねたまに喧嘩もした朝を
Rina Sato. What a voice. They had 3 different Rine voices. Nirvan! Oh man. Nirvan voiced by someone called Naomi Kusumi. Interesting. Scripting Chief Fur-bearing Trout. What are these names? Jackalope Mongolian Deathworm. This was a ride. I don't know, I mean, it's an open-ended ending, right? So they could make a sequel in the future if they ever wanted to. Oh, this one. That's what it is. Look! Kuon! Best girl. Fucking yes. Oof. I find myself in a snowy white world. The white plains seem to stretch out endlessly. Every time I take a step, my feet sink deep into the snow. I lose my balance and stumble. Where am I? No, that doesn't matter. I have to remember there's something else. What? That's right. What year is it? I fail to voice the question out loud. Dragging my body along, I start walking again. It's heavy, like I'm made out of lead. My face, arms and legs hurt like they're being stabbed with needles. No matter how far I walk, the scenery remains the same. I wonder if this same scenery stretches out all the way to the ends of the earth. Or maybe this is the end of the world already. Is this a post-apocalyptic future? Anybody? Is anybody around? Huh? My foot catches on something and I fall flat on my face. How many times have I done this now? I don't have the strength left to stand up again. I've come a long, long way to get here, and I've finally reached my destination. But was it too much for me to handle? Have I hit my limits? In there. My mouth moves on its own, uttering a single word. It's that one word which is etched in the depths of my memory. The name of that last girl, the one I haven't saved yet. Rine. That moment. I hear footsteps approaching over the snow. I look up. A girl with a worried look on her face enters my vision. That face looks so familiar. It's so dear to me that I could cry. Oh, you're... Ooh.
おまけ画面に行きます。CG を鑑賞します。
100% complete, guys. 100%. Well, 95% for that one for some reason. 100, 100, 100, 100. There's videos? What are these? I think... Alright, Jobby, you came to visit me again. I think that's it, guys. I think we have completed Island. And I don't even know. I don't know what to even think. That was a doozy. I'm looking at when I first started this game, and there was a big gap at one point between parts of the playthrough. But the first part of this game I started on the 7th of February 2024. It's been like a year and 3 months I've played this game. I don't even know what to say. What do you guys think? How did you find the ending? Leave a comment or whatever. I will definitely read it. Overall, I'm glad I played this. I will repeat, I did not like the winter section. That really hurt my soul. But, you know, I've enjoyed the rest of the game. And I'm glad I finished this. Damn, man. I just, like... kind of feels crazy that I've finally finished the game. At least I think I have. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. I mean, we have to leave it. I mean, the game's over. We'll leave it there for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and for any of you, for any of you that have followed this whole playthrough from the beginning, I hope you've enjoyed this. With the exception of the winter section, which I didn't like. But as always, we'll leave it there. I am Ash Mannix. This is Island. And I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Later.